Joshua Hayes from BigWaveTrading.com coming to you with a report from 9/29/08, a date that definitely will go down in history. But my question today is there going to be more history tomorrow? Whenever I look at the volume on today's sell-off, the first thing I notice is that it wasn't very big. The cash infusion by the Fed, which was just destroyed today, is obviously a much larger came a much larger volume than today. So I don't see how the pundits out there that are saying that this market is like near a bottom, that you can buy these levels, quite understand what we're seeing here. I want to show you a weekly chart of the S&P 500. This is a significant rollover. Do you see the rollover action, how it rolls over? The fact that it is rolling over on such strong volume is not bullish. This can be seen more in the NASDAQ, which I think has a very much more pessimistic outlook. I mean, this is not a pretty chart, and this chart gets even worse when I go back to 2000 and then go back and put it in this kind of perspective. Look at all of the selling from 2000 to 2002 that came right here. Then you had all of this. And in between all of the uptrend, what do you see a lot of during this uptrend? A lot of big red distribution bars. Then you see some extremely heavy distribution bars up here in 2007, and more here in November and December, and more here in January. You have more here in early June, and now you're getting the resulting meltdown. What's amazing about this is that the NASDAQ is showing current relative strength. The good thing is the money stream is hitting a new low on this, but I don't have any indicators that say, hey, we're extremely oversold here. So while this looks pretty bad and very ugly on I mean, no matter what you look at, let's go look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. It's the same thing over and over. I mean, it's a big surge in volume, but is it anything like comparable to that day or these days over here or early January? No. So I'm saying that this might not be a bottom, and in fact might be the start of something very ugly. Now, how ugly can it get? Oh, it can get very ugly. We can easily drop right below these 2002 lows. And I expect if that does happen, we will get some great stocks to trade in the very, 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 very far future. For right now, these indexes are destroyed. And I tell you, you do not buy indexes below the white line with the purple line above the white line. The purple line is the 200-day moving average. The white line is the 50-day moving average. You only buy stocks or the market when the price is above the 50-day moving average and the 50-day moving average is above the 200-day moving average, and you had a follow-through day. Once that fails, as it did in 2008, and you have a death cross, and price can no longer get above the 200-day moving average and is below the 50-day moving average, you at least in June should have been completely out of the market. I mean, I wasn't buying stocks, and I was shorting, and some reaping of my personal short rewards I will show. SPW, I will sell into that. Research in Motion, I will sell into that today. Apple, I will sell into that in the morning whenever we have the opening bell. And these are just some of the stocks I'm short. Pot. So this is pot's just starting, by the way. This short's going to be held for a while. Actually, and so will the other ones, Apple, Research in Motion, might as well make it clear. I'm covering half because I want to go to cash because this is extreme selling, and there will be a bounce, I guarantee it. But the bounce will probably lead to more selling, as this is one of the ugliest markets I've ever seen in my life. I have been doing this since 1996, and I was blessed for some reason to be a part of the great bull market from 1996 to 1999's the 2000's top in the NASDAQ, which led me to a 322% gain alone on that index. And then even then I had 2003 where I was blessed with. This is not fun. Even though I'm shorting and making money, a lot of people are losing money. And a lot of people's jobs are being lost. And there is no doubt about it, I can't make any light of the situation. It's good to see things like the VIX up here at like all at the highs that I was talking about work ago. Whenever I had people telling me it can't get back over 40, you don't know how to read the VIX again. It can, and it did today. And finally, once again, I'm being proven right. Whenever I was telling everybody in 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007 that this index should hit 4650 before a bottom, but still, I don't see the fear yet. The CBOE's put call ratio, I still have not seen that. And until I do see this, I'm not going to be able to come up with real hardcore analysis. I'm going to have to see Investors Business Daily at the end of the close and check on that. But I want to show you a very bad weekly chart, and that is this NASDAQ chart. From 2003 to 2006, there were distribution days that peaked up all along the way as the market rallied. There were still great stocks that had tons of accumulation, and especially in 2003, where accumulation definitely was, very apparent. But this is very ugly. The topping action, the selling that went into the topping, the selling into the top, and the selling on the breakdown. And the relative strength lines aren't even at a new low yet. I just don't see a bottom. I got to be honest with you. I don't see the volume necessary to call this a capitulatory volume bottom. I hope it is for a lot of people because a lot of jobs are going to be destroyed. And I'm sure it's going to be very, very, very ugly. And I got to be honest with you. I repeat, I do not like making money on the short side. It feels nasty. It feels wrong. It feels like doing something that you shouldn't be doing. So I got to admit, even though I am making a little bit of money in my personal accounts, I am not happy about the situation. And I will further expand on this to my subscribers in part 2 and part 3. For now, that is all. Aloha. This is Joshua Hayes from BigWaveTrading.com. Let's hope for a better tomorrow.